Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to speak about the important role of civil societies in the holy month of Ramadan. The NGOs are exerting the utmost efforts to play the role in this holy month for the best interest of all Egyptians and particularly for the most needy brackets. And to shed more light on this, we are very much delighted to have with us by phone Dr. Amany, Houla, head of the Egyptian Center for Development, one of the Egyptian NGOs. A very good morning to you, Dr. Houla, and happy Ramadan.
Good morning to you and to all our friends, and happy Holy Ramadan.
Well, Dr. Amany, of course, as I said, the civil societies, the NGOs are playing such an important role in Egypt and in serving our community. But in Ramadan, the case is a little bit different. Would you please, we'd like to shed more light on the activities of NGOs in the holy month.
NGOs used to have a special way of helping people in Holy Ramadan, which I'm not happy with, which is including just giving supplements and food in huge amounts sometimes or in random way, which makes people who are interested in going everywhere asking for extra amounts are getting more, while people who have dignity and feel embarrassed to look for demanding didn't get enough. So, this way of giving, I feel it's unfair for many people. Now, with the changes happening in the whole world with the economic crisis, it's a chance to regulate the way of giving and to make some respectable rules to help people who are more in need and they have. They don't have the courage enough to ask. So for us, we are trying to make it in a digital way, including the national number of people, to stop the random way of giving. So we start to use the national ID to help people not to be duplicated in several times. And also, we try to regulate the concept of giving by helping people according to the real needs. Holy Ramadan is just not a month of eating and being lazy. It's time to use it also, try to be productive even in Ramadan. So we are trying to help people to be productive also and to give them some ideas to upgrade their skills and give them some courses even in Ramadan.
Then what you're telling me is that you are now practicing your activities on the ground on a scientific base. I mean, with the statistics, with numbers, with studying the area which you are concentrating your activities in. True? Hello?
Yes, sorry, the voice wasn't clear.
I was saying that you are practicing your activities based on scientific base. I mean, with numbers, with the statistics, with a thorough study for the area or the zone in which you are practicing your activities. True?
Yes, yes.
In coordination or in cooperation with the state, of course.
Of course, of course.
Yes. Now the criteria, or how do you agree or do you decide that this area needs more, this zone needs more? How much time do you take to decide the coming place in which you are going to practice your activities as an NGO?
We are trying to make like a field screening and we have some, of course, scientific way to ask people and to know from themselves what are their needs, and according to the area they are living in, the rural areas are different than the people in the cities. So we start to make some specifications to know their needs and to help them according to this.
Great, but as far as I know, that you are not centralized in one area, that you are moving around across Egypt, true?
Actually,
In a way, at
according
least.
to, we leave it to the circumstances. Yani, some people, now we are trying to collaborate with people in Fayoum governorate. According to some people there are helping us because they know the people around, they know the nature of the people there, what are the needs. Also, before we used to work in Giza Governorate, one of our friends also in Naga Hamadi helped us to enter this area. So it's according to the information and the help we can get from the area, especially from people living there, and they know all about their people.
Yeah. Social media is very important, and I think that it's really playing a major role in our lives at large. How can you use social media to promote your work or your services on the ground, Dr. Houla?
You said very true statements, and for my age and my people who are not so young, it's for us it's a discovery, and we use the younger people to help us with that, and they do really great achievements. Especially, it's a double benefit by helping young volunteers to be beneficial and to do something useful for the community instead of just using the social media in chatting or doing something not useful enough.
The political leadership is very keen to stress the fact that the NGOs are really playing a big role into our society, and that there is a will or a keenness by the state to promote the role of NGOs in all fields. How do you see this nowadays, and how this notion can be implemented on the ground for the best interest of the Egyptian people?
Actually, we have to learn from the history. If we see around the other trials and the other experiences of other countries, we will discover the more developed countries, they have a stronger arm of the NGOs helping in the development of the country. And unfortunately, the developing countries are suffering from corruption in all fields, especially in NGOs. So the more supervision and control of the NGOs and giving them help, but controlled and under supervision, will get much more better results because they are embedded in the society, and they know the details about people, so they can help in a deeper way of helping to the people.
I always see the opportunity when I do have the honor to host or to have even via phone a head of one of our NGOs to ask about volunteering and volunteering as a culture in Egypt. Did it change? I mean, is it now easier to find youth and to find volunteers from even all age categories to help with the efforts exerted by you and other NGOs to practice their missions on the ground?
We have some characters in the Egyptian personality. We are very emotional. When you ask for volunteers, you see a lot of people are, I think they are honest, and they are really not lying. But when you go to the action, they start to be less than we expected because of the circumstances of the some people are so busy to achieve what they were planning. But still we have to encourage them and to try to make it volunteer work is easy for them.
To spread the culture of volunteering.
Yes. Targets.
Yes.
So we are working on it.
Of course, we wish you the best of luck, Dr. Amany Houla, head of one of our NGOs. Thank you very much for your input, Dr. Houla, and happy Ramadan to you and to all your NGO members and volunteers. Well, by this we come to the end of this episode of our breakfast show. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates, and for more details please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Tomorrow is another day and another crew. You are in the company of my dear colleague Amal Mukhtar and myself, Nurmina Abdurrahman. Many thanks for watching.